All right, so we are back now. We are going to have a fun segment here. I don't know if you guys checked out an episode. I always say when I reach out, make sure you check out an episode or two. So that way you're not in the dark.
Yes.
But we have some having fun segments. This is just a bunch of short kind of things that I'll put out ahead of the episode. But I think you guys will have fun with this. Most artists do. The first one is called Did You Know? And essentially, can you tell us something that, can each of you tell us something that your fans may not know about you?
Am I going to tell about her and she's going to tell about me?
No.
She's like, no. I think the boss has spoken.
Oh my gosh.
Let's see. Something our fans may not know. I mean, there's some stuff I can say, but I don't know if I want to. I mean, I was in the Corps at Texas A&M.
There you go.
I don't know if anybody. Some people know that, but I don't know if
a lot of people know that.
Not everybody though. Is that chicken?
A little bit.
All right, well, you do one, and then I'll see if I can come up with something.
I am so transparent. This is going to be hard. I really am. Let's see. I mean, I told you I went to real estate school. I was in the Rick Springfield fan club.
There you go. That's a great answer.
This is true.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I don't have guilt about this. Like, I listened to Jesse's Girl the other day, and it's still great. And you should listen to it and you tell me what you think. But
oh my gosh.
I had his poster on the wall. I knew his dog's name was Bud, I believe. He was
even I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. I would say a lot of people don't know that about me.
That's great.
They know that about me if they were my friends in junior high, probably.
There you go. That's great. Okay. Max, you got a better one now or no?
Man, I don't know. I wanted to be an astronaut.
There you go. That's a good answer.
Well, I really did.
We'll take those two answers. That works well. Okay.
Okay.
Next one is called Mount Rushmore, and each of you get an answer here as well. Obviously, you each get to answer all of these. But who is on your Mount Rushmore of influential artists to you? The most influential artist to you in your music?
You go first.
I mean, I won't say Rick Springfield. I mean, I'm going to say James Taylor. And I'm afraid this is why we are married, because we have a lot of, I think we're going to be very similar here, but Merle Haggard, like I had said, Jim Croce. I think Max is going to be on my Mount Rushmore as well.
Whatever.
I love that.
I mean, for me, you're my favorite songwriter.
Oh,
I mean,
that's sweet.
and actually, I mean, before we got together, I actually used to try to set my friends up with Max because I thought he was so amazing and just such a great person and such a great songwriter.
I would just like to point out that she put you on her Mount Rushmore even after getting the date wrong on how many years y'all were together. So that was
that's right.
Well, then there's no question that, the first woman on Mount Rushmore should be Heather Stalin.
Okay. No, that doesn't count. Keep going. Keep going.
Well, okay. Well, I used to say that my biggest influences were the three Jims: James Taylor, Jim Croce, and Jimmy Buffett. There were three very influential people. But I mean, I don't know, man. But Guy Clark and Robert Earl Keen.
I knew that's what.
Yeah, I mean, can I have two or five? I mean, there's five people.
I would say take one of the gyms off. I don't know.
Okay, well, it's definitely Robert and Gary and Guy Clark.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
John
Prine's not far behind.
Oh yeah.
There's too many, right? That's what makes it a tough.
There's too many great talents out there.
Yeah. All right. So the next segment is called "What the Heck," and this is just rapid fire. I'm going to ask 5 or 6 questions really fast, and you have to answer the first thing that comes into your brain. and each of you
I'm ready.
each of you can give an answer. Okay. So I have a list of 50 questions here that I'm just going to randomly pull from.
Go.
First one: if you wrote a book, what would it be about?
Songwriting. Were you going to say fiddle playing?
I was gonna say fiddle playing. I don't know.
Dorks.
I'm like, we are
Huge
dorks.
All right, number
Huge
2. Why do you
dorks.
think drive-up ATMs have Braille on them?
Because
I didn't know that they did.
They do. I assure you, they do. I have checked.
Okay.
Because they just use the same buttons for all ATMs.
Okay. All right. Number 3. What is your weirdest? What is your weirdest talent?
Weirdest talent.
Weirdest talent.
Oh, mine is mimicking a dove.
That was on point.
No.
The pressure is on Heather.
I have nothing. I have nothing. I don't have that many talents. I'm sorry.
That's not true.
All right. Number 4. What do you think was the best thing before sliced bread?
Oh, sliced watermelon.
Are you sure that came out first?
I don't know, but I'm thinking watermelon before bread.
Yeah.
Some kind of melon.
I mean, I was gonna say peanut butter. I don't know. You're killing me here.
All right. Number 5. What word do you have a hard time pronouncing?
Thermocouple. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Then he pronounces it perfectly.
He doesn't have trouble pronouncing anything.
I don't know.
Ibuprofen.
Let's go.
There you go.
Okay.
Two really tough ones.
All right. That was what the heck. Last one. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Pineapple on pizza. Sausage and mushroom for me.
I'm not violently against it. It's not my go-to, but
It's
I'm
okay.
not.
We'll eat
I'll
it.
do it. I'll do it.
We'll eat
Understand.
anything.
All right. Next segment is called One Artist. Who is one artist that you both wish the whole world knew about, and you can't choose yourself?
That what?
One artist that we wish the whole world knew about.
Oh man. Well, and this is where we're gonna get. We have so many friends in the music
Right,
business,
but I
and
mean-
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Right.
Like I could. It would have to be 10 of our closest friends. You know.
I mean, I think Courtney Patton is really, really super talented, and that is not taking anything away from a myriad of other fantastic friends of ours who are equally talented. But I had to give one answer. So.
And it's a great answer.
That's a good answer.
And she's going to Belize with us.
Yeah, so there's that too.
But it's already sold out, so it's not a thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and say my husband because
Oh my God.
I'm sorry, you're on my Mount Rushmore,
And we share a
I have
bank
to.
account.
And you're also
And he's
going to
taking me out to
Belize.
dinner tonight.
And you're also going to Belize.
And I'm going to go to Belize with her.
That's right.
So she's just making sure nobody messes with her sleep patterns when y'all are in Belize. Not you, not Courtney, nobody.
That's right.
All right,
That's
what's
right.
on y'all's wish list of things you haven't done yet?
Like wish list of things we haven't done yet.
So like
We have not played overseas. We actually did. We actually played with Jason, Edie, and Courtney Patton. We played in Italy. When was
Yeah,
that? That was back right before the
2019.
pandemic.
We think we might have brought COVID back with us. from
No, we
Italy.
did not.
mm,
We did not. But
can you
We-
prove
we-
that you
I
did?
mean, we really
Can you
haven't.
prove
We've
you
never
haven't?
really done we have not done a tour overseas, and so I feel like that's
Yeah.
one thing that I'd like to do.
I would like that's my answer too. I'd like to tour overseas in a meaningful way.
And I'd like to become better at math.
Yeah. I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
really
never
surprised
gonna
y'all
happen.
haven't played overseas yet. That actually surprises me a bit.
Just the one time, and it was
Yeah.
more of I think it was more of just a fun trip with a little bit of playing sprinkled in. But yeah, that's one thing that I hope to get to do sooner than later.
Yeah.
All right, next one is called personal best. This is this doesn't have to be a music answer, just so you know.
Okay.
But what do you think is your personal best accomplishment so far?
Marrying her.
Being a mom and having a really great marriage. Those are my two, I think, best accomplishments.
Awesome stuff. All right, next one's called biggest impact, and this can be also an answer any way you guys want to take it. It could be a person, a moment, an event. But what person, moment, event, something like that, do you think had the biggest impact on your life so far? Like, in other words, you can look back and this is the moment that everything kind of changed for the better for you.
You answer first, because I know my answer, but you answer first.
I have a few of them, but I guess I would say, my mom and dad had always said, they always told me music was a hobby, that I wasn't supposed to do it for a living. And so they wanted me to be a lawyer or a doctor. And so no matter where I played in Branson, my dad would say, oh, there's College of the Ozarks, And so I went to a lot of college just for them. And then Andy Kay and I, finally, we had played pretty much the songs off of that first record. And we played them for my parents. And my dad said, okay, how about we take the rest of this money that we were going to give you for college and they paid for our first CD.
Wow. And
I think that finally was like, okay, I can do this for a living. My parents are behind me. So I would say that would be
That's a good
one of them.
Yeah.
So anyway, your turn.
And this seems kind of cliche, but 9/11, because I was still working for Frito-Lay. I had a couple of records out, but I was still like, go full time, don't go full time, and I was still traveling for the company, and I was working 4 days a week and gigging on the weekends, and it was going, but I wasn't fully sure that's what I was going to do. And then it just made me realize I could have very easily been on one of those flights on American Airlines, being Dallas as a hub. And I was like, I'm doing it. So that happened. And then I turned in my resignation on like January 5th. As soon as we got back, I vested with the company, and then I was like, I'm out.
Incredible stuff, man. I never would have known that, but that's just an incredible answer. You mentioned the upcoming project. Tell us more about what's happening in the future for both of y'all, 2025.
Well, we're going to Belize. We have we do an annual trip down to Belize. This will be our third year. We're doing that in late July, and it's the We Ain't Drinking Alone Belize. In case we ever do another one and do it, We Ain't Drinking Alone Germany. I don't know, something. But we'll do that, and that's going to be fun. That's a week-long trip. Like I said, Courtney Patton's going with us. Sorry, folks, it's sold out already, but we'll do that. And then we are constantly chipping away at this record that we're making. We're going to go in the studio with Lloyd Maines 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And then we got a bunch of gigs, and then we're going to probably look into touring overseas.
Nice.
There's
Making
that.
the wish list come true. Man, it didn't even dawn on me, but you guys, Max, you have just had an incredible chance or opportunity to work with some of the best producers in Texas, Bruce Robinson and Lloyd Maines. And man, that had to be something else too. Like, they don't just work with anybody, right? So that's going to be validating to you, right?
It is validating, and it's I feel very humbled to have worked with the people that and yes, I was shocked when these people answered my phone call or email and then said yes. I was really, really surprised that those things happen. I worked with Bobby Field, who's produced a lot of really cool records over the years. He's done some Hayes Carl stuff. And if you go dig up Bobby Field, he's got a pretty long list of projects. And so, yeah, I feel, knock on wood, it's been pretty blessed existence.
Well, we are excited about new music, and so if people are just hearing about y'all for the first time, where can they follow along with the journey so far?
They can go to maxstalling.com. We really should have a maxandheatherstalling.com, but everything's kind of off of that maxstalling.com site. So you can get all that info. We're on the socials. Both Heather is on the Instagram and the Facebooks and everything, and the same for me.
I don't Twitter, or X, I guess you call it now. I don't know why. I just haven't jumped on that.
But we're not
train.
TikTok. We haven't stepped into the TikTok world.
No.
So we're kind of old school social
Well,
media.
you guys are going to be on TikTok a lot from this episode, so there's that.
Oh yeah? Well, maybe we'll have to go get an account.
Yeah. So I do.
I might have one.
Well, you know how they what they call waterfalling singles, where they'll put out a new single every month or whatever. I kind of do the same thing in advance to the episodes.
Right.
Where the episode will come out on Friday or Saturday, and then I waterfall different content every day that week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then a new clip or segment will come out to try to get buzz for the full episode on the weekend.
Do you do it primarily on TikTok? Is that your
TikTok,
main outlet?
Instagram, X, Blue Sky, YouTube, and Facebook.
Okay, 10-4.
Okay.
We can help on at least 3 of those.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you'll be tagged in everything. You guys will be sick of me by the end of the week. So.
Well, so I wanted to take a minute and just say, man, thank you for what you do and spreading the word and being an advocate for artists and giving us a platform to come out and talk and ply our trade. Thank you.
Oh man,
that's greatly appreciated.
It's a huge pleasure, and honestly, an honor of mine for you guys trusting me to tell your story. Like I know the gravitas of that. I really do, and I feel like that's kind of the wall between somebody like me and an artist is that trust, right? And I mean, you don't know me from Adam, and you guys are on here, sharing stuff that you've never shared before. So believe me, I understand that too. And
Well, you're a really good interviewer.
You really are. You're very good at what you do.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.